Alright, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of GH News. I was able to pick up 3 Pokemon booster packs off eBay today for £10. So let's see what we got. They're all from the same set, Astral Radiance. We have 3 different artworks. Before we get into that, let me just show you some of the cards that I've recently pulled. So, got a Shaman, Halucha. These are all from different sets. A Kyogre, some Japanese cards as well. Zoroark, Grimmsnail, a Dusknoir, Cosmog, a Cramorant V, a Radiant Alakazam, a very beautiful Zancian, very cool looking Ultra Necrozma, I forget the name of this one, I think it's Ultra Necrozma, and Orbeetle V Max. So yeah, pretty happy with some of the cards that we pulled thus far. So I thought, you know what, since we're having some great pack luck, let's get a couple more packs in, and a great price to get 3 packs for £10, since they've increased the price of Pokemon booster packs up to like £4.29 now for the Scarlet Violet sets, and so on and so forth. Anyways, the Pokemon trading card game Sword and Shield Astral Radiance expansion contains over 180 cards. Each Pokemon trading card Sword and Shield Astral Radiance booster pack contains 10 cards and either 1 basic energy or a V-star marker. Each player needs to have 60 cards in order to create a deck and in order to play the game. Legends of Time and Space take charge. Travel back to a land of myths, legends, and wilderness as origin forms of Dialga V-star and origin forms of Palkia V-star shape the fabric of time and space. Decidueye, Typhlosion, and Samurott arise as Hisuian Pokemon V-star, joining more Pokemon and trainers from the ancient region of Hishu. Meanwhile, shiny Pokemon reappear as Radiant Pokemon, with Radiant Greninja leading the charge in the Pokemon trading card game Sword and Shield Astral Radiance expansion. It'd be great to get another Radiant card, as you guys just seen. I recently pulled this very nice looking Radiant Alakazam from a Astral Radiance Pokemon booster pack. Also, don't forget to check out my shorts as well to see what I get from the digital code cards. Anyways, let's go. First card for today is a Ralts, having 70 health points, being a Psychic type, having a move of Teleportation Burst, 60 out of 189, Dex entry 280, being a Feeding Pokemon, followed up by Hisuian Sneasel, having 70 health points, being a Darkness type Pokemon, Dex entry of 215, being a Sharp Claw Pokemon, having a move of Scratch and Claw Slash, 92 out of 189. Misdrevious up next, having 60 health points, being a Psychic type Pokemon with a move of Mumble, 58 out of 189, 200 is its Dex entry, being a Screech Pokemon, followed up by a Water type Barboach, having a Dex entry of 339, being a Whiskers Pokemon, having a move of Rain Splash, 35 out of 189. Pornard up next, being a Steel type Pokemon with a move of Reckless Charge, 115 out of 189, Dex entry of 624, having a move of Sharp Blade. It's a Sharp Blade Pokemon. Azilf up next, which is a legendary Pokemon, so that's lucky and pretty cool. Psychic type Pokemon, having 70 health points with a Dex entry of 482, being a Willpower Pokemon, and it is one of the Lake Trio Pokemon. Having a move of Mind Bend, 67 out of 189. Ooh, so that was the pull for that pack. Feeble, 100 health points. Darkness type Pokemon, having an ability of Baffling. If your opponent has 2 or fewer prize cards remaining, whenever your opponent plays a supporter card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to your benched Pokemon V. 128, being a Fox Pokemon, having a move of Sharp Fang. 104 out of 189. Fighting type Energy, followed up by Yanmega, having 120 health points and being a Leaf type Pokemon with a Dex entry of 469, being a Ogre Dancer Pokemon, having a move of Razor Wing and Wide Wing, 7 out of 189. And the final card, oh nope, one more card afterwards, Perugly, 110 health points, being a normal type Pokemon with a move of Slashing Claw and Body Slam, 120 out of 189. 432, being a Tiger Cat Pokemon, and a Zilf again. It's kind of weird to get a Zilf twice in one pack, so you know the deal with a Zilf. So, okay, that is the first pack done. 2 packs left. Let's see if we can get a Radiant Pokemon in one of these, or something decent. And if you enjoy watching these videos, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications if you haven't done already. First card is none other than a Hessian Basculin, having 50 health points, being a water type Pokemon with a dex entry of 550, being a mellow Pokemon with a move of Gather the Crew and Tackle. 43 out of 189. Followed up by Glameow, having 60 health points, being a normal type Pokemon with a dex entry of 431, being a catty Pokemon, if that wasn't obvious, with a move of Fake Out and a dex entry of 127 out of 189. Followed up by a Poochyena, being a darkness type Pokemon, having a dex entry of 261, being a bite Pokemon with a move of Slight Incursion and Gnaw. 95 out of 189, being a darkness type. Swidnub up next, having 60 health points, being a water type Pokemon with a dex entry of 220, being a pig Pokemon, having a move of Stampede and Icy Wind. 31 out of 189. A Hessian Quillfish, I prefer the original Quillfish to be honest. 80 health points, being a darkness type Pokemon with a dex entry of 211, being a balloon Pokemon, having a move of Ram and Rolling Tackle. 88 out of 189. This Pokemon always reminds me of that episode where Homer has that really poisonous fish in Japan. If you've seen that episode, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Psyduck. Oh wow, I haven't actually pulled many Psyducks in quite a while, so even though this isn't the best pull, this is a cool card to have nonetheless, so I'm glad to have this in my collection. He's looking completely lost. Psyduck, 60 health points, water type Pokemon from Generation 1, of course, having a dex entry of 54, being a duck Pokemon with a move of Ram and Spacing Out. 28 out of 189. Ooh, a Regice, which is a legendary, but unfortunately it's not a great pull variant. 130 health points, being a water type Pokemon, being an Iceberg Pokemon with a dex entry of 378. 37 out of 189, being a Blizzard, having a move of Blizzard Bind and Regigate. Fire type energy, followed up by cancelling Cologne trainer item. Until the end of your turn, your opponent's active Pokemon has no abilities. This includes Pokemon that come into play during that turn. You may play any number of item cards during your turn. 136 out of 189. Shieldon up next, having 100 health points, being a steel type Pokemon, of course, being a shield Pokemon with a dex entry of 410, 109 out of 189 with a move of Confront and Hard Headbutt. And the final card from this pack for today is a trainer item Hessian Heavy Ball. Look at your face down prize card. You may reveal a basic Pokemon you find there, put it into your hand, and put this Hessian Heavy Ball in its place as a face down prize card. If you don't reveal a basic Pokemon, put this card into the discard pile and shuffle your face down prize cards. 146 out of 189. You may play any number of item cards during your turn. Okay, so 2 packs down, 1 pack left to go. Can we pull this off? Can we get ourselves a radiant variant of a Pokemon in this pack? Without further ado, if you enjoy watching these videos, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications if you haven't done already, because that way you'll be informed each and every single time I upload a video. Without further ado, let's open up this final pack. Combi, 50 health points, leaf type Pokemon with a dex entry of 415, being a tiny bee Pokemon. 11 out of 189. It has a move of Bug Bite and Honey Courier. Drifloon up next, which is a psychic type Pokemon with 60 health points, 63 out of 189 with a dex entry of 425. If it wasn't obvious, it is a balloon Pokemon with a move of Triple Spin. Psyduck up next, having 60 health points, being a water type Pokemon from Generation 1 with a dex entry of 54, being a duck Pokemon. It has a move of Spacing Out and Ram, 28 out of 189. Togepi up next, being a Pokemon from Generation 2, having a dex entry of 175, being a Spike Ball Pokemon with 50 health points, being a Psychic type with a move of Rollout. 55 out of 189. It has an ability of Touch of Happiness. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may heal 10 damage from your active Pokemon. Another Generation 1, the last one was Generation 2. Getting a lot of Generation 1 and Generation 2 Pokemon, which is cool because they're some of my favorites. Well, Generation 1 is goated, of course. Magnemite, 60 health point Steel type Pokemon, being a magnet Pokemon with a dex entry of 81, having a move of Magnetic Crush and Rolling Attack, 105 out of 189, followed up by Hishien Overquill, 130 health points, Darkness type Pokemon with a move of Dirty Press and Pierce, 91 out of 189, with a dex entry of 904, being a Pin Cluster Pokemon. Oh, this was the final chance for us to get a good pull. Damn. Hishien Bravari, 130 health points, normal type Pokemon with a dex entry of 628, being a Battle Cry Pokemon with a move of Psywave and Slashing Strike, 132 out of 189. A Psychic type Energy, followed up by Cranados, having 90 health points, being a Fighting type Pokemon with a dex entry of 408, being a Headbutt Pokemon, having a move of Ram and Stone Edge, 76 out of 189. And the final card for today, oh no, one more afterwards, Pillow-Swine. Well, the final Pokemon for today is a Pillow-Swine with 90 health points, being a Water type Pokemon with a dex entry of 221, being a Swine Pokemon with a move of Stampede and Blizzard, 32 out of 189. And the final card is a Trainer Supporter Chow. Each player reveals their hand, draw 3 cards, 137 out of 189. You may play only one supporter card during your turn. So, seems like that one was a bust, but you have to be in it in order to win it. And you've seen from last time, from the cards that I showed you at the start, I pulled some very good cards. So I guess it levels out. But anyways, I'm going to show you what I pulled of recent, and I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below which is your favourite pull and why. Or Beetle V Max, this bad boy right here, a Zancian, Cramorant V, Cosmog, Dusknoir, Grimmsnarl, Zoroark, Kyogre, Hawlucha, Radiant Alakazam, and a Shaman. And what we pulled for today from the 3 packs that we opened, which were Astral Radiance, was this Azilf, which is a legendary, so I guess that's probably the best pull. A Generation 1 Psyduck, and a Hishien Overquill. 3 code cards in total, being green and white. Don't forget to check out my shorts to see what I pulled from these. But without further ado, people, I will see you all in another episode real soon. Thank you all for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day.